Alexa, did the government release the coronavirus?
According to Event 201, the government planned this event, created the virus, and had a simulation of how the countries would react. This simulation occurred October 18, 2019. The government released the virus among the population and has lost control of the outbreak.
Was this coronavirus strategically planned by the government or our nation's leader? We're going to discuss a couple of factors that can have you to believe so. The virus is believed to be discovered and founded in Wuhan, China, at an animal trade post, believed to have come from a bat that has developed the characteristic capabilities to latch it to human cells. It is said to believe it was transferred from a bat or an Angolan. Dr. Li Weiliang, a doctor in China who first contracted the virus, went to contact people and let them know of the outbreak, and however he mysteriously dies. Now, we all want to get back to our regular lives and back to our loved ones that we really care about. And we all heard what this virus has done to families and how it can make you breathe. Being suffocated while social distancing from your family is a terrible way to go. Nobody wants that. Now lead us to our best survival caretakers, the government. Inside, we'll discuss different things that can cause you to think if the matter of our lives are better off in our own hands. We'll be covering the presidential tracks of excuses, responsibilities, crucial life decisions, contradictions, leadership roles, impeachment, past elections, and upcoming elections. Also, future things to come. During this COVID-19 pandemic, it has been mixed messages between the epicenter state of where it happened and the federal government. We have it under control, President Trump says. However, Government Cuomo needed state supplies. He lays down a slideshow of a plan of action for New York and other states to survive. However, it was not followed. This is the first state to run out of space in hospitals, to run out of PPE and ventilators, hospital supplies, and it's a Democratic state very close to the neighboring state, New Jersey. Warning. President does not want to shut down countries or states on a nationwide level. However, schools have been shut down since March 16th. More discoveries about the virus soon to come, that older people are affected more with underlying health issues and healthcare options. You don't have to wear a mask if you don't want to, President Trump states in a press conference. Turns out, you should wear that mask and you should remain 6 feet away from people. Physical distancing and social distancing. States need help with financing, purchasing tests. Government liberate. Dr. Fauci almost loses his job clearing facts about it not clearing up soon, despite the president saying so. Numbers will spike, contradictory and will not go away in the summer nor the fall. Rallies start to come out as Trump twitters mixed messages. Jobless going against him. Superiors get fired getting in Trump's way or not following along with the program. Dr. Fauci almost loses his position, and he's been on the pandemic crew for over 20 years. The top vaccine doctor, Dr. Bright, reprimanded for not encouraging the use of the drug hydrochloroquine. Navy Captain Crozier, he gets his job terminated for bringing up sailors' health alongside on the ship. Having your position compromised for raising health flags is absurd. This was a president that was supposed to be impeached and has also found out a way to cheat in his election. We have more tests done than any country in the world, President Trump says. Korea seems to be the only country in economic order. He claims the countries will open real soon, very soon. Even when it's not safely possible, injuring more American lives. No apologies to the fallen families. He just keeps pushing the drug hydrochloroquine. Disowns responsibility for the outcome, claiming it's not that big of a risk. He tweets to keep pushing rallies to go back to work, contradicting social distancing guidelines they set. keeps promoting states to liberate themselves. Hashtag alone, alone. Now the peak is still growing here in America. Thousands are dying by the week alone. This is bigger than any time in the U.S. economy. Trump is still bailing out big businesses like cruises, airports, his friends' companies, instead of letting the American economy do so. The corona spreading, and our leader does not lead by example, going out on golf tournaments, traveling, and never wearing a mask. Places in urban areas suffer with underlying health issues, healthcare issues, doesn't do much for the democratic states. Again, liberate your own. Now spreading every day, essential workers are suffering from dying from the virus. From healthcare workers, nurses, our firefighters, our news reporters, our veterans. The poor bus driver was just warning us of the contagious virus and had somebody cough near him on the bus, and he later dies, warning us of the seriousness. What a life example. Food lines and unemployment backed up at an all-time max. Possible shortage on food, meat, and crops coming soon. People dying mostly in Democratic areas, but not getting their needs. Trump states November 3rd, November 3rd, November 3rd, the big election day. He'll find a way to win again. Now, in conclusion, it is important to be aware of our own best interests as a country. Even if it means taking safe matters into our own hand based on scientific data. We've discussed how the president has dropped the responsibility, scientific data, contradictions, and how he is willing to risk American lives. Is this a big conspiracy theory, or are we our own best keepers than the nation's leader? Overall, based on current event factors, our American leaders seems incompetent for American health, which leads us to rely on ourselves as our own best keepers, as we can, collectively, we the people, who have stayed home together, donated food, donated contributions, including but not limited to PPE, and cared for one another. Once again, my people, stay woke through these rough times.